from Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in downtown Lake Worth, Texas. This is the Grandpa and Pappy Show.
Indeed it is, my amigo.
Another day in seclusion, huh?
Well, Merry April Fools to you.
Yeah, isn't it so?
Yeah, I wish it could all be a big prank. I really do.
Yeah, one disturbing thing that caught my attention this morning on the news was that they're expecting around 240,000 people could die in the United States within the next 2 months. So people take this stuff very seriously, okay? Please do. We have started every program since it started with a little update on the coronavirus, but we're not going to bug you that much this morning or ever again, because every news channel, every local newscast, everything is full of coronavirus coverage. And frankly, Pappy, I'm getting sick of it.
Nah, it's old hat to me. I mean, it exists. It's there. Everybody knows what they need to be doing about it, so carry on.
Yeah, there's only so many times we can tell you people to stay in the house, only get out for emergency things like groceries and gas and stuff like that. Stuff you have to do, but otherwise stay in your house.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
That's right.
Happy, washy, as they say on the cruise ship.
Don't rub your eyes or pick your nose.
And don't go getting your rifle out and going toilet paper hunting.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, the game wardens may not like that too much at all. So we're not trying to make fun of this situation. We both of us know it's very, very serious.
Yes, it is,
ladies and gentlemen, and do everything you can to protect your family. God bless you. And I know it's
take care
it's
of
tough.
one another.
It's a tough time for everyone being secluded like this, you know.
Well, just think what it'd be like if socialism was instilled in our lives. We're getting a little bit of taste of it now.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was fixing to say. You hit it right on the nose.
Yeah.
So all of you people, all you Bernie Sanders fans out there that want to go to socialism, you better stop and think about it a little bit.
That's right.
Having all your freedoms taken away from you.
That's
But
right.
well, that's a subject for another show, isn't
Oh,
yeah. Hey, we got a good show.
We do.
For you today. It's cute. We're going to have a little fun with it. It's all about our kids and grandkids and what they mean to us, Pappy. And
I love those babies.
oh yeah, you got to. I mean, they put a smile on your face.
What a
I don't
joy.
care.
What a joy they are.
They really are.
Yeah.
And before we get started, there are some of you folks that sent in pictures and things like this. I want to apologize up front, because the software that we're using to put this program on, for some reason, will not accept that attachment.
Well, it has to be a certain format to blend in with what we're...
That's what we keep hearing, because some of your cameras, it's in your settings.
Right.
You take a picture, but it's privacy.
Exactly.
And you can't share it. So
modern technology for it.
until we get that figured out, folks, I really am sorry. We tried, Special K over here tried for almost 9 hours yesterday trying to crack this code, and it just did not happen. But
on the other hand, what we can do, though, for those of you that sent videos and or pictures, which thank you for your participation, by the way.
Absolutely.
You guys rock. What we can do is post them on our Facebook podcast page.
Yeah, we can try.
Say a little something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
We can try to do that.
Yep.
We'll look into doing that.
Okay.
And see what legalities and everything we need to look at. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get to some of our listeners and viewers who sent in some stuff.
Let's.
Mm-hmm. And let's start off with Miss Connie. She's very proud of her grandson, and she sent us a video of her uncle chunking this grandkid way up in the air.
She got a whole mess of them grandbabies.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Let's look at the monitor and check this out.
He didn't fall off the ladder, but he fell. He didn't fall off the ladder, but he fell.
Wee.
You know, my dad never threw me up like that because I'd have peed all over him.
I think I just realized why my elder son's so crazy. He kind of slipped through the fingers a couple of times when I tried that with him, so landed on his.
Yeah, I never
noggin.
did. I never did throw my son up either because I was afraid I'd drop him. But
Yeah. Well, Steve-
look at
Steve-
that also.
Steve and Connie's got a beautiful family.
Yeah,
They're
they really do.
they're
I mean,
all-
look at this family.
all down around Cleveland area. It's like
Yeah.
a compound down.
Yeah,
their
look at
little road,
look at
so
this family right behind us.
Beautiful.
I mean, they really know how to put together a family.
Yeah, there's some
I
good
really-
folks.
Connie, thank you for that. That's
Yeah, you and
that's
Steve
kind of
both.
funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I
Let's-
miss you guys, by the way. Much love to all of you. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And then Doug from the illustrious city of White House, Texas, sent us a picture of his grandson hanging out by the pool. Now, there is a story to this. Doug said when he sent this in that he was sitting in his living room, and his grandson said, Grandpa, can I go out and sit by the pool? And he said, well, what do you want to do that for? He said, because I look like a ghost. I need to work on my tan.
They call that fish belly white where I come from, so which my legs are almost pink. They're so white.
So there is right there. There's Doug's grandson.
Got it made, don't he?
All that's missing is a drink and a piece of orange.
Yeah, a little pina colada. And oh Lord, good
Oh,
looking kid.
mercy me.
Good looking kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you want to take this next one?
Well, I'm hearing crickets again.
Oh, okay. You know, this is actually Crystal
Oh, boy.
sent in her picture
Yeah.
of
A
her
riot.
son. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
And
back on track here.
he's playing.
playing a video game
Video
on the crapper. He will
Hey.
get you for this one day,
Now-
Crystal.
Now,
So,
Crystal, stop it. Let me tell you, I'm almost 69 years old, and I have a video game right by my toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that.
You know,
I noticed that.
I have
Maybe
an
we'll-
iPad there, and you
we'll
know,
get Karen to sneak in and take a picture of you one day, I guess.
when
huh?
I'm in solitude mode.
She did make the comment when she sent this picture in that she's saving this up for his girlfriends.
Get
And,
out.
Yeah.
A little blackmail coming on. do I see?
That's the easy way to get rid of a child when he comes in. So,
There's a funny story. My brother's going to kill me though, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
yeah.
When he was little, when we were little, I was kind of just like a baby. But the only reason I remember this is Mom and Dad telling stories and what she did with this picture. My oldest brother, who's 5 years older than I am,
Yeah.
had a problem with getting chiggers
Oh boy.
in, shall we say, the private parts.
Yeah.
And he was always going around scratching like a monkey. And Mom's got 2 or 3 pictures of him scratching
Yeah.
when he was little. And every time he would bring a girlfriend home to meet Mom and Dad, what's the first thing she did? She brought out that picture. So, yeah, this is my little boy.
I thought I had it bad laying across a blanket buck naked with a piece of drool coming
Archie,
off my
don't shoot
chin,
me for
so-
telling him that. I'm sorry, but it is funny to this day. Still funny. And then he kind of figured it out. He got tired of getting embarrassed, so he quit bringing girls home to meet Mom and Dad.
Yeah, he just skipped that part, huh?
So,
How
Crystal,
funny.
thank you very much for sending that in. That's a very sweet picture of your son, and Pappy and I both know him and love him to death.
Wow, it's a good kid. He really is.
All right, let's see who we got coming up next.
We got Lisa sent a picture of her grandson driving his dad's boat.
Now look at this. Yeah. He's the captain of the sea right there.
Yeah, my Uncle Bill used to let us drive the boat and all the boys. I think Jonathan was the only one.
How old were you when you were driving that boat? He let you drive the boat.
Well, I was his
curious.
captain. I was about 6 or 7 years old, and he shoved his little captain hat down on me, same way he did Jason and Jordan. Truth be known, there's probably about a dozen of us on that big old Chris Craft of his. And he was a little bit on the tipsy side, so he just shoved a hat on us and go.
Just push this lever up and hang on.
This makes it go forward, and this steers it. So, yeah.
That's great. And of course, that's her grandson in Dad's boat, which is a beautiful boat.
It also has a picture of her grandson driving his aunt's truck.
Now look at this picture. All right. How many times did we do that when we were little? I can remember when I was about that age, or maybe a little older, and we would hay the cows out in the pasture, or when we cut hay, guess who got to drive? Me. I was the littlest one, so I was the smallest one.
Probably why I don't have a rear end, because I learned how to drive when I was 9 years old in a 52 Willis Jeep in Muleshoe, Texas. My grandfather had a little rig with a barrel that would drop pellets for the cattle to eat on the road.
Sure.
Well, the gate, the mechanism broke or something. He said, "Get behind here and drive this blankety-blank truck." I said, "I don't know how to drive." He said, "Well, you're about to learn. All of a sudden, you know how sandy it is out there in that area. I came up on a corner and hit a big sand pile, and it just stopped the truck. Threw him over the cab.
Oh, geez.
Got my butt beat. So I learned how to drive real quick. So.
And I'm sure that was a standard.
Yeah.
So how many times did you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yeah. And he'd cuss every time. Had old granny gear, 4-speed with a granny.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
Now, there's a lot of you that probably don't know what the hell we're talking about, but a lot of you that are older can surely appreciate that.
Oh, Lord, yeah. I mean,
let's see here.
Okay, she got a picture of her granddaughter at school as well. So
now, there's Miss Kinsley. Now, you talk about a little princess.
Yeah, she is.
First time we ever met Lisa's family, little Kinsley was wearing a cheerleader outfit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And Karen, being an old cheerleader, was complimenting her on her cheerleading outfit and said, "You gonna let me wear that?" And she just kind of looked at Karen and smiled a little bit, started taking it off. And she said, No, I'm just kidding.
Started shucking clothes.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy. She also has a picture of her granddaughter on a swing, getting her swing on, so...
Just a swinging.
Just a swinging. Her name should have been Charlotte.
Yeah, Kinsley. She's a little doll, and her mom and dad are very, very proud of her.
Yeah.
And I can see why.
Thanks for sharing those pictures with us, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa, thank you very much.
Cute stuff.
Now, coming up, Sherry from up north in North Texas also sent us a picture, or I should say a video, of her little granddaughter's birthday. Now, this ought to be cute, so let's watch the monitors and you watch it with us.
You're not driving, are you?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're ready?
Here you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava. Happy birthday to you.
You're not driving?
Nothing like a baby trying to blow out a candle.
Well, I I guarantee you that baby was not thinking about blowing out that candle. She was
some of
thinking
that
about
cake.
dumpster diving in that cake right there.
Doing a swan dive. Probably blew everything on the table off before the candle went out. That's cute. Thanks for sharing that, Sherry. That's too
Our little
cute.
granddaughter, she had cake. I mean, all over her face. Bless her heart, on our first birthday, and that was such a joy and a pleasure to see. And I'm sure all of you moms, you dads, you grandparents, uncles, aunts who've had little ones that had a birthday cake, I'm sure you've got some stories or some
boy.
pictures too of them diving into that cake. So
Yeah.
that's the funny thing about having little children.
Our buddy Eric,
The Big E.
the innkeeper.
Yeah, Big E.
That's right.
We call him the doctor
That's
at the
right.
field office.
He gives us our medicine. He and his lovely wife Michaela sent a picture of Mason Wayne and Hank in. Hank being our friend Mike and Sherry's dog.
Little Boston.
Boston terrorist.
Yeah. Well, she calls him the little mini terrorist because he gets into everything, and he's, shall we say, he's not straight-laced all the time. And he and Mason didn't get along the first time they met, but Hank saw that he was okay,
They
and
worked
that's
it out,
that's when this picture was taken of Mason.
Funny story. Not. I mean, when they first got pregnant, they had no idea whether it was going to be a girl or a boy. Guess what they was going to name that girl? Had it been a girl,
No clue.
Natalie Rose.
Natalie Rose.
It happens to be my granddaughter's name.
How about that?
And Mason Wayne.
And they didn't know that.
No. Oh, he freaked when I told him. I said, I thought he was messing with you. You know how Eric can be sometimes.
Yeah.
He's pretty witty when it comes to aggravating people. But, and his son, they named him Mason Wayne. Well, my eldest son's name is Jason Wayne. So,
Yeah, well, my brother's Archie Wayne.
Archie Wayne?
Yeah. It's a wonder I wouldn't call John Wayne. So I argued with my ex-wife about naming my son John Wayne. Didn't work out.
I'm surprised that didn't really happen.
That
'cause I
ain't
know
gonna
you're
happen,
a big
mister.
John Wayne fan, so but thanks, Eric and Michaela, for sending that in. Mason's our little buddy. He's such a sweet kid, good looking little rascal too.
Yeah, yes, he's funny.
So glad he looks like his mother though.
Now this next section ought to be near and dear to your heart.
Oh yeah. Oh, my little Natalie. Look at this.
Now-
What a ham.
Look at this picture now. Is that a beautiful picture? Laying in those leaves like that. I mean, that looks like a little model.
Yeah, she's
Right there.
She's a mess. That
She's a little ham bone, from what I understand.
Oh, she is. She is. She pretty much gets her way with her dad too, and her pawpaw. So she had me wrapped around her fingers the minute that Jordan laid her in my hands at that hospital. It just melted all my peanut butter, man. It just
Melted the peanut butter.
what a little sweetheart she is.
We have a monitor off to our side here in case you're wondering what we're looking at off screen. But look at that old pawpaw.
Yeah.
And the granddaughter just sharing a moment there.
Yeah, I had to
That's
give-
a sweet time. That's a sweet moment.
nothing like baby loves. You know, just I could smooch a hide off that little girl's forehead real fast. She's
Now there's one of Natalie out by the pool with a new toy.
Mom and Daddy bought her a new toy, so she had to get her pool on. So she's a character.
Yeah, she is.
Miss her dearly every day. Every day I miss that little girl.
Yeah, now they live south of here. So.
Yeah, just south of Houston, Lake Jackson area.
I got you.
Yeah, when Jordan's home, they do. So
There's a nice picture of you and your lady. And
the divine Miss Helen and Natalie and my middle son Jordan.
what did you feed that boy? Look how big he is.
Yeah, he's corn fed. All my boys are pretty good size.
Everybody, look how big this boy is. Holy schmoly.
I mean, I'm not a midget. I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10". And,
And it looks like he's got a few inches on you right
oh
there.
Lord,
Of course, I do know Jordan.
Yeah.
So he
You guys
is.
know John too, my
Yeah.
youngest son.
Yeah.
Now he'll tire over Jordan. He's
He's pretty tall.
a tall
Yeah.
drink of water.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, but I've got some good boys. He's such a good
Now look at
good
this.
father.
I
He's a cute kid.
This is Pappy when he was a little boy.
Back when I used to tour.
He was picking a guitar instead of his nose.
That's right.
Actually, he was posing for a future statue to be put out in front of Texas Tech University with Buddy Holly and John Denver.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, though, Pap.
Well, I haven't either.
Do we need to start a letter writing campaign?
I think there's going to wait till I got a little taller, so it could be seen. But I was 3 years old in that picture. Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I wonder what that old plastic guitar would be worth today if I had it.
Well, let's move on. Here, there's my crew.
There's some cuties.
That's my or 4 of my 5 grandkids.
Wow.
That this picture was taken before Miss Ellie was born.
Yeah.
And they're a good bunch of kids, I can tell you that.
Group. Look at that handsome rascal.
Yeah, that's the oldest grandson. That's Jackson.
Yeah.
And they call him Jack.
Action Jackson.
And when he's over here and with all the family, the parents call, "Hey, Jack," and we both come running. I don't know why I'm running, but
Kind of like walking in the room with me and my boys screaming JT. We're all,
all of you are JTs.
every one of us going to stand up and go, huh?
He's a good-looking boy, and we love him to death. And this is our second oldest. This is Ryan, and he's about to turn 15.
Yeah.
And he is pushing 6 foot tall now.
Good Lord.
Tall drink of water. He runs cross-country track, plays a little soccer from here time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's my soccer playing grandson, the youngest grandson, Reagan.
Yeah.
He is a soccer playing fool. This kid is really good, and he's playing on elite squads.
Is he just in soccer? Is he dive into all sports?
Well, he's about to go into junior high.
Yeah.
And he's been playing soccer ever since he could walk. He, if I understood him right, he wants to see about trying out for football.
Oh boy.
In junior high. Yeah. Now Grandpa can understand the sport you're playing, Reagan. I mean, I've been to many soccer games. My son was an elite soccer player and played scholarship soccer at Dallas Baptist University.
Really?
Yeah. And my son-in-law, Brad, who's married to my oldest daughter, they played on the same team at Dallas Baptist University, and that's where she met
Wow.
Brad.
Small world.
It was small world. So that was a lot of fun. Now here's one of my little cuties right here. This is Jordan, better known as JoJo. And I'm going to tell you what, Grandpa's got his guns loaded. And I know her dad's got his guns loaded.
I bet.
Don't lie to me, Brent. I know you do. She is just a beautiful little girl and just the sweetest little thing. And she is in cheerleading now. She was, and she's loving life, you know. And then there is me and my little granddaughter. At time this was taken, she was 2, maybe? Yeah, just turning 2.
How old is she now?
She will be 3 next month.
She's the makeup artist.
Or this month.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
The days do change.
Oh,
the months do
time
change.
flies.
Yeah, but she's a sweet little old gal. I can tell you that. And she's a hoot. I mean, this picture was taken. She got out of the bathtub and instead of drying off, she ran to the piano and started playing the piano.
Yeah, somebody will pay dearly for that picture one day too.
One day, yeah. I wonder how many. Look at that.
She is the makeup artist. Yeah, that's who I
Yeah,
thought
she got
was.
into her mom's makeup, and she had a video, and unfortunately, that was one of the videos that our program would not open. It was the funniest thing. I know Pappy and I both watched it, and it was hysterical.
Oh God!
The way she was explaining getting into the makeup.
Maybe we can get that on our podcast page. I'd love to share that.
That is
with our viewers.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And of course,
she's a character.
After Christmas, they took a little trip down to New Mexico, and she loved playing in the snow and sliding down the hill.
Of course.
And there's a video of her that we would like to share with you here in just a second of her singing to her mother in the car.
They were cruising.
Yeah, without further ado, let's check it out.
Okay.
Mommy, sort-a-do-do. Mommy, sort-a-do-do. Mommy, short. Daddy's big mommy. Sweet mommy, sort-a-do-do. Mommy, sort. Mommy, Daddy, sort-a-do-do. Daddy, sort-a-do-do.
She'll be a star one day.
She's either going to be a broadcaster like old grandpa or she's going to be a singer.
Yeah.
She is not bashful.
She's a sharp little girl. Smart.
She's very smart, I can tell you that.
Yeah. And cute.
Well, we really had a lot of fun showing you these pictures of kids and grandkids, and thanks for all those that did send in those pictures, Pap. And again, we apologize for those we couldn't get on the air.
And once again, we'll try to get everything we can on the podcast page that wouldn't come up on the program. So, so just hang in there. Stay tuned.
Enjoyed that segment. Let's move on to our viewer comments.
Thanks again for your participation. You guys rock.
Yeah, they do. And we couldn't put the program on without your help too.
Couldn't do it without you.
Viewer comments. Sean Robert sent us an email saying that he enjoyed the Bad Driving Habit show. Sean, I don't think you enjoyed it as much as Pappy and I enjoyed talking about it.
I just love fussing about people on the freeway.
That is too much fun. I mean, we really brought out all of our gripes and anger and all this stuff. It just...
Yeah, I know.
Don't get me started again.
Oh yeah, well, it's a daily occurrence with me. I mean, if you think I fuss a lot on the freeway, you ought to ride with Jordan. Jesus Christ! Everybody is a screw-tard that drives with him. So, Rory up in Oklahoma, our buddy, wrote in to say she is extremely proud that all three of her children were raised with guns and are quite proficient in the use and safe handling of them. She finishes up by saying that if a nutcase can't buy a gun, he can probably and more than likely will. So, which is true. Anybody can get a gun.
That's very true.
That is not a big to do. So
we got a email from Palm Bay, Florida.
yeah,
Miss Donna wrote in to say that she had some information on a sensitive subject.
yeah.
She said she's sick and tired of having every television show on TV rammed down same-sex couples and having the F word crammed down her throat. Now, I couldn't agree more. Miss Donna.
Well, and we don't. It's not that we have anything against same-sex couples. I mean, we all have our beliefs,
it's just not-
disbeliefs, but the good Lord will separate all the right doings and wrongdoings. So I'll leave that right there.
And let's wrap up with the last one we had.
Tommy from Grand Prairie wants to know why smokers do not have any rights anymore, or why establishments can't decide whether they want smoking allowed or not.
We're going to have a program on this.
Yeah.
We may even invite some people into a round table because this is a very sensitive subject for a lot of people, pros and cons. But I do think that proprietors and owners of businesses should have the right to allow or not allow smoking in their establishments.
I mean, and as much as you non-smokers hate cigarette smoke, we know it's a health issue. You need to respect the opinion of the people that don't have enough God-given common sense to know better.
That's true.
I mean, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember back in the good old days when if my smoke offended you, you could go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Now it's kind of the other way around, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the tides turn. But we'd like to hear your comments and suggestions on that as well at grandpaandpappy@gmail.com.
That's where you send all your correspondence, everybody, and we've been putting there
We did.
with the kids and everything. Hopefully, it brought a little smile to your face, and we just enjoyed doing it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you gotta love the babies.
Yep.
Gotta love those babies.
Be sure to join us on our next show when we're talking about interesting people that we've met at a bar.
Yeah.
And we think you'll enjoy that as much as we enjoyed talking about it and reminiscing a little bit.
And as much as we enjoyed meeting them in the bar, so.
Go to YouTube, watch this program and all the other ones we have posted, tell a friend, and be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, very simple. Just pop us in the search bar once you're there. The Grandpa and Pappy Show will pop right into your life. You can see all of our past shows, promos, and leave comments, suggestions, anything you want to do.
Well, until that time, folks, and we get together again, we want to say thank you. Have a good day, be safe, and we love you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.